Hi there and welcome to a miniature wargame battle report.
This is a fast-paced match narrated by us voice-acting models in stop motion.
We are setting up in corner deployment. This is as far away crews can start.
This is a fight of cloak and dagger. We're going to try and gather intel tokens on the enemy.
Interacting on these rune stones will give you intel tokens.
This is the scheme pool, and these are the ones each side chooses. Now this is my crew for this match. My burning machine tell us. 2 tiny void reg minions. They aren't that good, but they're cheap. And I do want a lot of just general interact actions. An eldritch monster, the nothing beast. My dear friend Karina. She is more than just a totem for me. Theonis, the master of time himself. And lastly, me the original version 1. Left we have 5 Soulstones that I plan to use to summon more models. I do have some secret plans, so we are also bringing our donkey.
My turn to show my crew. My DME Streke, the beacon, my tank, the walkie Hammer, my assassin that comes with his lantern of souls. I am fighting as the spirit walker version. I have my totem soul porter with me, Yin the Peninggalan. And lastly, I am bringing these 2 robot lions.
Round 1.
I am using a soulstone to improve my hand, discarding these cards. I win the initiative, but I will last activation, so I will force my enemy to activate the first model.
Shaki.
I am using my spirit flute to move or retain models up to 3 inches. I cheat fate to gain the split the soul trigger. Attaching Ian's reliquary upgrade to this model.
A reliquary upgrade was attached to a minion, so I get to draw a card.
After this I will just walk and focus. I get to draw a card at the end of my activation.
Void Wretch. Soul Porter.
My soul porter is holding my reliquary essence, so as it makes a walk action, I will follow. My guardian is using my upgrades bonus action guardian spirit, and with that I am commanding this Kalena, making it take a walk action. My soul porter is moving my upgrade to this Kalena. This is my new guardian. I draw a card.
Void Wretch. Malos.
I will lead and use my siphon power, making this model with 1 life so that I can amass suit that I need for success.
John Law.
I will use my obey action on him, cheating fate to gain a success, making him take a walk action. I will choose a path for this model, moving it forward and dropping a ski marker, using final wishes to sculpt the top cards of my deck, discarding these to the discard. Using final wishes I always get the inbuilt trigger guard reliquary. I will give this model the reliquary upgrade from Manos, giving the model regeneration.
Tara.
I will slip through time, teleporting to this position. I am summoning a void wretch, but with the best I could do with the cards in my hand, I will send this model into the time void with my bonus action.
Kumainu.
My guardian is using my upgrades bonus action guardian spirit. With that action, I will command this model to move forward. For its last action, the cat is passing over the responsibility of being my guardian to you.
Ionis.
I am bringing out the nothing beast from the time void.
Shin.
So it is going to charge a whole model and attack it, flipping the black joker on the attack and miss. And there we got rid of the black joker from a strange walk action. It is using my upgrades bonus action, guardian spirit, giving me an action. With that action, I will command my lion to breathe fire, giving it focus from flipping a tome. Yin will pass the responsibility to Wisener. That is my new guardian.
The Nothing Beast. Kumainu. Podje Emissary.
I'm healing the Eldritch monster back to full health and give it regeneration +1. Bonus action of Weary Road. Moving this model and dropping a scheme marker.
Isamu.
Guardian spirit, take an action, Yenlo. And with that action, I will command this domain to attack the enemy.
Karina.
All models have now activated and round 1 ends where the Nothing Beast takes 1 damage for burning.
Round 2.
I am using a Soulstone to improve my hand, discarding these cards.
If I don't stop the turn, my opponent will kill my cat before it gets to activate. So I will cheat fate for first activation. But before we continue with the killing, we would love to welcome our newest member to our Patreon. Your names will always be painted into the terrain.
Kumainu. The Nothing Beast. Kumainu. Karina.
I will use my channeled healing twice to heal the Nothing Beast for a total of 5 life.
I am using a pass token to force my opponent to activate again.
Void Wretch.
My Void Wretch is trying to stutter the enemy's time, but the attack fails.
Shaki.
I am using my spirit flute to move all retainer models up to 3 inches. I will use my beckoning call to move the cat backwards. It was placed in a risky position.
Podje Emissary.
I'm healing the Eldritch monster back to full health and give it regeneration +1. Bonus action of Weary Road. Moving this model and dropping a scheme marker.
Yonlo.
I am using my final wish. I get to look at these 5 cards, discarding these to the discard, placing the rest back to the top of my deck. Using final wishes, I always get the inbuilt trigger guard reliquary. I will give this model the reliquary upgrade for Manos, giving the model regeneration. I will choose a path for this model, moving it forward and dropping a scheme marker.
Ionis.
I will stutter your time and give you fast. Eventuality attack. This is turned to so I will deal to damage.
Soul Porter.
My Soul Porter is using an our ancestor to move Izamu 4 inches.
Talos.
Into the furnace with you, burying the enemy into my burning belly. I am stealing the essence of buried models.
Time is a flat circle. As this enemy model is buried, I will give it slow.
With my last action, I will attack the enemy I buried with my void hammer.
Isamu.
Discarding a card to flurry my enemy with war attacks. I am a juggernaut discarding a card to heal.
My void wretch ends this model's fast condition to unbury in base contact.
Void wretch. Malos.
I will use a Soulstone on my lead to get the suit that I need for success.
Shin.
I am ending the burning condition on Asa. It is a dark bargain, Manos. Do it. Interact.
I will interact on this obelisk and gain an intel token.
I get to move this obelisk, placing it here.
Void wretch.
My void wretch interacts with this obelisk and gain an intel token.
Tara.
Activating the second time was slow. The round is over and the nothing beast burned to death.
We both gain a victory point for cloak and dagger.
Round 3.
I cheat fate to take the initiative, and I will personally activate first.
Law.
I will choose a path for this model, moving it forward and dropping a scheme marker.
Tara.
I am cheating fate and spending a Soulstone to summon a Void Hunter. It enters the game buried. I am giving the enemy fast.
Shaki.
I am using my spirit flute to move all retainer models up to 3 inches. I get to draw a card at the end of my activation.
My Void Hunter ends this model's fast condition to unbury in base contact.
Void Hunter.
I am using a pass token to force my opponent to activate again.
Void wretch.
My Void Wretch interacts with this obelisk and gain an intel token.
Shin.
My Guardian is using my upgrades bonus action Guardian Spirit on me, and I attack with Twist Reality. It is passing the responsibility of being my Guardian to my Soul Porter. I draw a card.
Ionis. Soul Porter.
My Guardian is using my upgrades bonus action Guardian Spirit on me, and I attack with Twist Reality. My Soul Porter is passing my upgrade to Manos.
Void wretch. Malos.
My Guardian is using my upgrades bonus action Guardian Spirit.
Hodge Emissary.
Bonus action of Weary Road. Moving this model and dropping a scheme marker.
Kumainu.
Using a Soulstone to protect myself from harm. Reducing it by 3.
Karina.
Healing Aeonus for 1 life.
Tara.
The round is over and I spend my 2 intel tokens to gain 1 victory point. Those are the only victory points gained this round, and I take a small lead.
Round 4.
We are both spending a Soulstone to improve our hands. discarding these two cards. If I don't stop the turn, my opponent will kill my cat before it gets to activate. So I will cheat fate for first activation.
Kumainu. Void Hunter.
My Void Hunter fails to stutter the enemy's time.
Yanlo.
Using final wishes to sculpt the top cards of my deck, discarding these to the discard. Using final wishes, I always get the inbuilt trigger guard reliquary. I will give this model the reliquary upgrade from Manos, giving the model regeneration. I will choose a path for this model, moving it forward and dropping a ski marker.
Karina. Shaki.
I interact and gain an intel token. I am using my spirit flute to move or retain a models up to 3 inches. I am using beckoning call on this model, but my action fails. I get to draw a card at the end of my activation.
Void Wretch. Malos. Poche Emissary.
I'm healing this model free life. Bonus action of weary road. Moving this model and dropping a scheme marker.
Soul Porter.
My Soul Porter is using Empire Ancestor to move Chayaki 5 inches.
Void Wretch. Shin.
Dark Bargain, making this model take leisure action.
Tara. Tara.
I am stealing an intel token from the enemy.
And that's where this game ends in a clean checkmate. Here round 4 is ending and Tara is gaining a victory point for the main strategy while Yanlo won't, because of Tara stealing the intel token from the Shaki. And this means that Yanlo is just too far behind and won't be able to catch up, and no matter what happens in round 5, Yanlo won't be able to win, because he's only able to gain a total of 3 victory points in round 5, and even if he does that, that won't matter anymore. A big problem from Yanlo this game is that in this strategy you can steal intel token from your opponents, and that means that if you have last activation, you can always kinda set up to be able to steal that intel token. And because of Tara being capable of basically activating twice, she basically is a pass token, always kinda getting the last activation each round. Therefore, in this match, Yanlo never really tried to interact with the runestones to get intel tokens because they were just supposed to be stolen otherwise anyways. Instead, Yanlo tried to kill Tara as much as possible, but that didn't really work out because Tara was just throwing summoning models at him, so that just became a struggle too. Eventually Tara realized that Yanlo is probably on the information overload scheme, so just putting ski marks down would also prevent that from actually doing anything this game too. And accidentally sweating the bullets on Isamu was the wrong choice, because Isamu was apparently accidentally killed, and then it was just very hard to make sure Tara didn't get access to the middle center of the board. This was my first game ever with Yanlo. I really liked him, I really liked the playstyle, but I think I need to go back to the drawing board. I have some other ideas of how I could potentially build the crew instead. It is also worth mentioning that healing in this game played a big part. Tara was able to keep her models alive for quite a long while, which is kinda equal to say summoning models. When you summon models, you're creating hit points. When you're healing something, you're dragging out the attrition game even more. So even though Yanlo actually did a lot of damage this game, Tara was able to drag it out and just survive long enough. In the end, Tara actually lost a lot of models, but she still won the game in victory points. That's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be back with a new MALIFAUX battle report in the last Sunday of the next month. Take care everybody, and I'll see you then.